Hello, Professor. Very good evening. Today I'll be explaining my presentation on week 8, which is evaluating and enabling change in organizations. So let me start. Introduction, understanding change and evaluation. I firmly believe that change is very necessary. I come from a technical background and I work for a tech company. So change is very much necessary, especially in the field of tech, because technology should be evolving every day, every now and then. Uh, Even today, you can see, right, we can attend classes through online internet, which is nothing but a technological uh, evolution. So, in order to achieve set competencies in technology, change is necessary. So, I feel change evaluation promotes organizational change, up to dateness, and responsibility by establishing orderly evaluation of established initiative and results. Some of the aspects of change evaluation include the ability to realize the progress, determine obstacles. Obviously, if we are going through a change, there'll be a lot of obstacles, and people have to come across those obstacles and maintain organization wide learning throughout the development. Evaluation helps organization to match strategic objectives and outcomes to support evidence-based decision making and flexibility of leadership. Let me discuss about formative and summative evaluations. Formative evaluation involves feedback on change, which gives continuous learning and process improvement, which occurs before full implementation. Say, for example, if there is in an organization, if some kind of a change is introduced, obviously the human tendency is to uh, resist for the change, meaning that we don't want to like go through the change. We need to like stick to the legacy stuff. But change is necessary and change is very beautiful. So, if a right amount of training is given about the change, people will come up to the speed and they'll be very happy. That's the meaning of the first point. Some of the activities include is uh, summative evaluation, include measuring the outcome following the change, implementation, and assessing the overall effectiveness, impact, and achievement of the goals. The two assessments are part of learning cycles, including performance indicators and strategic changes, as well as organization self-assessment. Now is let me speak about the evaluation models and metrics. One of the SIP model I can use is context input process product, which is assessed in terms of decision making, quality of implementation, and outcomes in a systematic way. The balanced score card balances financial, customer, internal, and learning measurement to measure performance in a holistic way. Measurements and uh, indicators are used to measure improvements, and this facilitates leaders to observe the engagement, efficiency, innovation, and knowledge retention. Then is good evaluation models turn data into knowledge, becomes strategic interventions and ongoing organizational learning. Now, let me speak about the stakeholders and network-oriented approaches. Getting the voice of stakeholders enriches the evaluation process by incorporating different voices, perspective, values, and expectations in assessments. Network thinking also fosters collective assessments, coordinating teams within the company and external suppliers to learn together and achieve outcomes together. Stakeholders needs help in balancing, which refers to the fair consideration of stakeholders with a focus on conflict between efficiency and inclusiveness and innovation. Participatory, adaptive, and transparent assessment systems are supported by such frameworks as stakeholder mapping and social network analysis. Next is learning with organizational change. Organizational learning takes place in the form of reflections, any kind of feedbacks, experiments, and adaptation within dynamic change process. Change makers promote professional development through open communication, support of mentoring and accountability. So this is the importance of change makers. Change makers are the one who are the spearhead a company. They're the captain of the ship and they have a lot of vision in them and they want to like transform into action. Resistance to knowledge and power structures may curb the learning process. Open leadership will prevent fear of change. Increasing the innovation and current practice maintains the performance and promotes cultural change and flexibility. This is action research and participatory evaluation. Action research incorporates both inquiry and practice, which enables teams to learn and simultaneously bring change about. Next comes to participatory evaluation involves the stakeholders in determining the criteria of success, making it relevant and inclusive of findings. Then is a collaborative inquiry which leads to trust, reflection, and co-creation of knowledge that enhances organization flexibility. It is because these with these approaches, learning becomes entrenched in change and leads to continuous improvement and engagement in organization systems. The knowledge sharing strategies. Knowledge brokering. This is the process of linking information sources, making the understanding visible into practical action plans to initiative changes. Communities of practice help maintain informal learning, which allows cooperating with peers and working together to solve problems. Knowledge networks connect the departments and institutions by sharing expertise with best practices. Selection of strategies relate on the maturity of the organization, readiness to digital, and change objectives to maximize the learning outcomes. Now, recommendation and discussions. Combine the formative and some summative assessments to have adaptive evaluation-based decision making during cycles of organization change. We should get to know each other better through networked learning and encourage the inclusion of stakeholders. Knowledge, networks, and action research as way of maintaining the learning and innovation process. Discussion questions. Is what way can organization incorporate learning in the daily activities? What are the hindrances of to sharing of knowledge in change programs? And these are my references. Thank you.